listening to this, you are the resistance.
Hey there guys, I run a crew band here. So I released my crash vid the other day, and it's gotten a lot of attention, to say the least. A lot more than my little channel's used to. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Mr. 6foot4honda for featuring my video on his channel. Is a really decent guy and part of the Toronto motorvlog community, and really did quite a bit for getting my vid out there and getting me some exposure. I'd like to thank as well all the thousands of subs, and you heard it right, the thousands of subscribers that came over as well. Primarily in part to, at least this far, a day after, or 2 days after the event or the release, thanks to 6foot and his feature. So I've gone from, I do have my subs hidden, so I've got getting a lot of flack from it from the guys I ride with, as well as a few of the guys on the channel. But I do hide my subs, so I was at about 850, and as of earlier today I was at about 3,500 and so obviously a fairly huge jump going into the off season, where I guess it'll give me some time to try and step up my game and give some of these folks the content that will keep them as subs. Puts a little bit more pressure on me, I won't lie. But I do still have those first 800 subs in there, the subs that I've worked for, and I want to thank them as well as all the new subs for sticking with me, and for all the thoughts and prayers and the well wishes that I've gotten again on the release of the video. It's been pretty great. It is rather amusing, the occasional troll and whatnot, which I find pretty funny. But yeah, it's been pretty awesome, actually, pretty well received. Another thing I wanted to talk about was I've actually had at least 2 companies so far, I guess web pages, approach me in regards to buying the rights to view my video or to release my video on their web pages, giving me full credit, allowing me continued ownership of the clip, and nothing aside from displaying the clips on their channel. It's been pretty funny. I thought that was odd. It was actually within 10 hours of the vid going up, I had one company come to me, and then shortly after that another, and offering in the hundreds of dollars for just the rights to use the clip, which I thought was pretty funny. I thought that was it's pretty intense that I guess there's folks out there that are looking to, monetize and capitalize on the tragedy that's an accident. It really is, and I was more fortunate than many in that my injuries, although sustained, were not severe enough to keep me in a hospital and keep me off a bike. So yeah, it is something. I thought that was very odd, and I'd really like to hear comments and feedback on what next steps I should take, and how the subs feel, how my subscribers feel about selling sort of usage of the footage. If anything, in my mind, it gives me another outlet, or another couple outlets for exposure, as well as putting a few bucks in my pocket, which I am in some talks with the insurance in regards to coverage of some of the gear I had on. This new helmet I'm wearing now, I've not been reimbursed for. Gloves, boots, I've not replaced the jacket yet, but it is scuffed up and it was a brand new jacket. Sustained minor damage, battle scars as it were. So yeah, I mean, having that source of, I guess, an alternate income to help get me back on the bike is convenient, to say nothing else. And yeah, so I would like to hear feedback on that, and I'd like to again thank and really show my gratitude to 6 Foot for putting it out there for me, and for really, I mean, supporting the community like he has with others. He's given quite a few other Toronto and international vloggers a bit of that step up, which I think is really a great part of the community, and it's important, I think, that we promote that we really get us all out there. You know, we're all part of this we're all part of this group out here. Oh, that's nice. So good you didn't do it. I'm shocked, actually. You didn't cut me off. One thing I'm sort of concerned about, I mean, I obviously have some concern over the accident being fairly recent, so I'm trying to be a little more cautious and being extra careful and really trying to predict the idiocy that I'm expecting to see out here. But I'm also expecting that I may be a little more aggressive when it comes in responding to some of the stupidity that I see out here, knowing how close it came to taking me out, as it were. So I look forward to, well, I don't look forward to it, but I would like to see when it arises. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because it's only a matter of time before one of these idiots doesn't see me and decides to pull some jackass move. But it would be interesting to see how I react in those scenarios, whereas previously in most of my vids you'll see I'm fairly laid back about it and play it cool. I don't know that I can be that way anymore. I don't know that I should be. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, which we mentioned in one of our hangouts recently. And I'm going to be trying to do a live hangout every Wednesday. But in one of the hangouts, the topic arose in regards to how do you react to bad drivers, how to react to people, you know, putting your life at risk. Like this guy behind me right now, he's pretty darn close. How do you react to that, and what do you do? What's your response? And I mean, the safest bet, the safest answer is to adjust your riding accordingly. That guy is traveling close. I give myself more room in front of me here, so that if he decides he wants to be an asshole and get even closer, I've given myself that much more of a buffer. But more so, sort of how verbally and aggressively how folks might respond, and I'm interested to hear how you've dealt with it in the past. And there are several, you know, rage vids out there, over the top rage vids, very entertaining, mind you. I would think it's not what I would do, but again, I've yet to see post-accident how I will react to it. But it's pretty sensational stuff, and it's pretty popular to watch for most people. So yeah, I would like to hear your feedback on that. I want to thank everyone again, all the new subs. You guys are awesome. I never thought I would hit 3,000 subs, much less 3,500 plus subs, and that all within this season of my riding. I want to thank everyone, and I want to ask you to check out my links, check out my Instagram, I'm very active on there, check out the Facebook, check out my Twitter account, which I'm also quite active on, and yeah, keep watching, and ride safe.
If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
Hey there, guys. I run a crew band here. So I released my crash vid the other day, and it's gotten a lot of attention, to say the least. A lot more than my